The individuals probably won't pass the way it's written, though. Joining me now to weigh in, Young Voices senior contributor Alexander Salter, Democratic strategist Jason Nichols. Good to see both of you this morning. Both college professors, so we will all feel smarter by the end of this. It is a guarantee. Alexander, let me start with you. You focus on economics. The stimulus bill, as it was signed by the president, does it go far enough?
Well, you can understand some of the president's frustrations. American households waited 9 months for another COVID relief bill. They got $600. Understandably, people are upset, especially given the optics of what's in the rest of the omnibus bill. When we're sending money to Pakistan for them to hire humanities professors, it doesn't really make much sense that we're asking American households to only be satisfied with $600 after waiting so long for further relief.
You know, Jason, I want to get to you on this also. Look, it's no secret in Congress that you write a bill for one thing and then you pack in a lot of other things. So I don't think that is so much of a surprise. But it does make sense. If you're going to put the money in there, you want, from at least an optics standpoint, to have more money go to the American people. The bottom line now is you pass it for $600, Jason. Can you go back to the drawing board and get more now?
So I think you can. You know, that's certainly a line item that you can address. I think that, unfortunately, even with any of these omnibus bills, they put a whole lot of pork into it. I don't think Israel needs $500 million for defense at this particular moment when Americans are struggling. So I agree 100% that, you know, we needed money for the American people. The American people need that funding. And as a matter of fact, Bernie Sanders offered $2,000. That was his original pitch, and President Trump and others ignored it. Mitch McConnell ignored it. Everyone ignored Bernie Sanders when he was saying the American people need $2,000 months ago. And then, of course, we had the CARES Act, which had $1,200 in it, and Mitch McConnell stalled it, and it sat on his desk. So, again, you know, I can't really say that the president here, when he could have pitched Mitch McConnell, or excuse me, the HEROES Act, he could have pitched Mitch McConnell and said, look, you know, pass this bill, give the American people $1,200 and we can work on another bill later. He didn't act. So I think that this is a whole lot of drama that the president is doing. He let all of these unemployment entitlements lapse, and it's hurting the American people. So he really can't come through like a shining knight and act like he was going to save the day.
Alexander, let me get back to you on the first point that Jason just brought up, and that is filling these bills with pork. Is it possible to have a financial bill go through Congress in 2020 or 2021 without loading it with so much other stuff?
Realistically, probably not. And that's one of the many problems with the omnibus bill. But the real problem is just the procedural slap in the face that House and Senate leadership gave to the rank and file members and senators. They were given 7 hours or fewer to read a 5,500-page bill, to use their judgment to decide whether this was going to be in the best interest of the American people. I'm sorry, even with the staff, that's just not possible.
Final thing.
To the extent that we care about parliamentary procedure, let alone democracy, that's a travesty.
Let me jump in real quick, Alexander. Final thing, and then Jason will give you the final response, but you each get about 20 seconds, unfortunately, to answer this. Big election coming up in Georgia right now, and there are those, and if you read the New York Post yesterday, they have supported the president. Now they are slamming the president, saying, look, focus on Georgia. Don't focus on the fact that you lost the election. Alexander, what happens in Georgia?
I'm predicting a slight Republican victory. I think the president stumping is going to help. I think that the Democratic candidates are just a little bit too radical for the Georgia voters. I think the Republicans are going to take both seats. All
right, and Jason, your take?
I think Democrats are going to win. You're seeing a large turnout in early voting from African Americans, which bodes well for Ossoff and Warnock. And I think the president, if he had had a government shutdown, it would have been over. It's going to be close, but I think that Democrats will pull it out.
I appreciate both you guys joining us on what is our last Monday morning quarterback of 2020. And anything that is the last anything of 2020 is a good thing. And this is a